Estes is a great company that's been here since 1949. It was started by my dad, NB Estes. I'm one of these guys that have literally grown up in the business. I can remember when I was just very small, riding in the truck with him, and when I went on through high school and college, where most of my friends were staying at school, having a good time or whatever, I was usually at home working. Back then we were putting in just tons of add-on air conditioning because, like I say, it was a kind of the new thing in the 60s.
Tommy was brought into the business at the ground level. He started off as a helper. At every level, his dad forced the issue for him to learn and become a part of and know from the inner workings all the way up till he became the owner.
His father had him install, service, run a service truck, run the service department. And when I came, he had pretty much just started in sales. And the thing that impressed me, he was very good at it.
My granddad was more commercially based, and he was doing whatever he could to make it back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And my dad took it to a whole different level.
He was the old school from what he learned from his father, but Tommy was always quick for change. He didn't fight change. Computers, whatever was coming out at the time, Tommy was one of the first on it.
Tommy was a trailblazer. He was a little before his time. He came in talking about residential and specifically residential maintenance agreements. At that time, residential maintenance agreements were non-existent. Now you fast forward, here we are 30, 40 years later. Residential maintenance agreements is the core of our business. It's what everybody focuses on. There's companies who are following what Tommy started 30, 40 years ago, and they're trying to catch up.
What really sets him apart is he puts great people around him in order to serve his employees and ultimately to serve his customers and exceed customers' expectations. That's just what they do.
There's nothing more important to us than our reputation, number one. And there's nothing more important than the customer having the right perception of Estes. And the only way that's going to happen is we've got to provide superior service to them.
I can't think of anything else that motivates him more than for him to walk into the office, sit down, turn on his computer, and a positive review pops up from a customer.
Anybody can call the office and they can talk to him. He doesn't screen his phone calls. Just the personal touch of dealing with our customers. I guess we've grown over the years and we've become pretty large, but we haven't lost touch of the customers, and they're really the people that have been a part of our success over the years. So we try to take care of the customers.
When you're able to associate yourself with a leading contractor, the marriage is always great. Through the years, we've had a long and valued relationship, and very fortunate to be connected with a name that everybody knows in town.
Tommy, in the marketplace, brings respect to the brands that he sells. He elevates those people around him, both the people that work for him and the brands that have the pleasure to do business with him.
At Estes, we consider Carrier our most important strategic business partner.
The Carrier brand and Estes Heating and Air Conditioning fit together like two spoons nesting.
It is a true partnership in all levels of our business, from technical to marketing to growing our business to energy experts.
When the Carrier 360 program was developed, Tommy, John Waldorf, Estes were key figures in helping Carrier get this program off the ground. They spoke many times at some of the workshops that were held.
And the good thing about Tommy is he'll tell all of his stories, all of his secrets, and and try to help out his fellow contractors. So that's a very good relationship between Tommy and the community of contractors in our area.
We saw it as just another level of partnership that Carrier was offering to Estes and their contractors, and we welcomed it. We said, yes, yes, we've been doing building performance, we've been doing energy management, we've been helping our customers save money and live in a more comfortable home.
Tommy is a godly man, a great father, a great husband. He cares about people, he cares about his employees.
The atmosphere, the climate here is family. And every employee is treated like family, no matter what the situation is, even if it's personal. Tommy and his management team really take an interest.
We have been blessed by a great company, and we feel like that if, those who have been blessed need to give back, and that started from my dad. And whenever a need arises outside, we've done several charitable projects through Habitat for Humanity and giving back to the needy. And at Christmas time, it's spectacular around here at Christmas with the amount of things we do to take care of people.
Anytime there's a family or anything in the church that needs to be taken care of, Tommy's always right there to help with it.
I think the future of Estes is just, the sky's the limit. We have a great management team. We have a lot of guys that are passionate about the Estes culture and where we're going.
My idea of success is to make these other guys successful. And if I can do that, then the business, us as a family, it's all gonna work out.
He says he's going to retire, but he also said he was going to start taking every Friday off, and that's yet to be seen. He'll take 2, and then he's back in on the next Friday. So I think just like his dad was forced to retire, so I think Tommy, as long as he can, I'm sure he'll probably be here.